Hello, Brother Munro here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and another in the Munro Design Yards series. And I'm taking another look at the light cruiser because I just wasn't happy with the first one I did. So one thing I've done is I've changed the nation. I've changed it from the USA to France, simply because I have a little bit of a preference for French stuff in general in the game at the moment, but mostly because these turrets just look really nice. So what I've done is I've effectively gone for 4 two-barreled turrets, so 4 twin turrets, but one of them has been removed in favour of a quadruple torpedo launcher. That's a 24-inch oxygen-powered torpedo. So this light cruiser has some standoff attack capability against heavier ships with 22-kilometer maximum range on those torpedoes. It's reasonably fast at 34 knots, has very long range, as do all of the Munro Design Yard series ships I'm doing. I've only gone for standard bulkheads. It is a light cruiser. It's going to take hits, and I think standard bulkheads is probably going to be my best bet, because this thing is probably mostly going to be fighting other light cruisers and destroyers. So it does have the torpedoes to attack other larger ships, but that's more of a if I need to. Those 6-inch guns are reasonably punchy. They should be able to deal with other light cruisers, and they should be able to do quite a lot of damage to destroyers. And then we've got some 2-inch guns to again deal with destroyers and maybe some transports or something. Otherwise, it's a reasonably well protected ship. Obviously, I've gone for only a single bottom hull, because if this thing gets hit by a torpedo, it's dead. We're using high TNT because this thing's probably going to be firing at light ships most of the time, so I've gone for the all-purpose round. One thing I didn't fit was a radio. That was very naughty of me. Okay, I need to make sure it has approved radio telegraph, and I'm going to need to cut something to get that in. Anti-flood 2. I've forgotten how heavy that improved radio telegraph is. We've got the radar, we've got a hydrophone, we've got coincidence rangefinders and stuff like that. So I think this would be a good setup. Let's see now. Wow, that just adds a huge amount. Okay, you know what? You're not getting a radio. Screw it. I think the light cruiser, I probably wouldn't be sending this out on its own too much. It would almost always be in a pair, or at best, or leading a pack of destroyers, or operating with a fleet as a kind of escort ship. So that's kind of how I see it. It does say some guns have a poor sector of fire, but I can't tell which gun it's talking about. They all seem to be fine to me. So we're going to test her out and see how she does. Just 1v1 against an enemy light cruiser, as I have been doing for all of the rest. I'm going to switch the torpedoes off. She's got a pretty good turning circle. She's come out at 24 million, which is okay. It's a little bit more expensive than I was originally thinking. I think in the first video I was talking about maybe $20 million cost, but under 25 I think is okay. We haven't hit the 50 million mark or anything like that. Those 6-inch guns fire pretty rapid. They're a nice thing. Armour, by the way, is pretty thick for a light cruiser. Full 6-inch belt, tower and turret. That is the maximum you can get on a light cruiser. And yeah, the rest of the stuff just very much designed to keep this thing alive as best as possible. I'm aware they probably fired torpedoes at us. We won't know for sure until we get a bit closer. This thing can turn. It has a turning circle of 406 meters. Still no hits yet. Oh, taking a hit in return. I think. But it was blocked by the armor. Okay, we scored in a hit on the enemy. Two-inch gun hits tower, really? Damage the enemy rather really. That's interesting. So they are running a $29 million dollar light cruiser, also with 6-inch guns. So this is a very fair fight. But they have paper thin armor. You know what? You can just fire AG all day. Why does the game do that? Just whenever I first load it up, it just doesn't like me. So they have the same number of guns as us, just a lot more torpedoes, which I think we've avoided because we were turning around the sun. Right, let's bring ourselves alongside. Two-inch guns, causing quite a lot of damage. And there you can see oh, okay, they're dead. A 6-inch gun just totally took it out. Well, I think that's a fairly successful test, if I'm being honest. I like this ship a lot more than the first one I did. First one I did just wasn't quite living up to what I wanted, but this one seems to be quite nice. It's quite a nice little effective ship. I can definitely see this as dotting these in as escorts for the larger vessels, possibly operating in, you know, small squadrons or leading destroyers to give them a little bit more in the way of gunfire support. But no, I like this ship. I like this Mark II version. Anyway, as always, let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see in terms of these ships. That's me pretty happy with all the different classes at the late game, little mini series. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye bye.